Welcome. This webinar is on using augmented reality in the classroom. I'm Elizabeth Stewart and I contract with STAR as an assistive technology specialist. I'll start by telling you a little bit about myself. I'm currently pursuing a PhD in special education at the University of Alabama while working as a graduate assistant. I'm an adjunct professor in the Department of Curriculum and Instruction at the University of Alabama, Birmingham, as well as a contracted assistive technology specialist for STAR. I graduated from Auburn University in 2003 and started a 12-year career as a middle school special education teacher. While in the classroom, I've developed an interest in assistive technology and have been working to develop my skills and expertise in this area. STAR is Alabama's statewide assistive technology resource. We provide on-site AT training, AT demonstrations, AT resources and referrals, conference presentations, as well as a lending library. Use the QR code below to learn more and check out our website. So, why are we here? Today we're going to talk a little bit about what augmented reality is, a specific augmented reality app called Erasma, and then examples of how people are using Erasma in their classrooms. So what is augmented reality? Augmented reality, or AR, is a live, direct, or indirect view of physical, real-world environment whose elements are augmented or supplemented by computer-generated sensory input such as sound, video, or graphics. Let's watch a little video that tells us more about what augmented reality is.
Unlike the full immersion of virtual reality, augmented reality aims to make the world you already see so much cooler. Augmented reality is when digital information is overlaid onto the actual physical world. Your camera detects a target image and can figure out how close or far and at what angle the target image is from the camera using sensors. It then projects digital information onto that target image and voila! Augmented reality. In fact, Snapchat has recently added augmented reality to their features with the new lens filters. Let's switch over to see exactly how this works. Okay. So here we are in Snapchat, and as you can see, Snapchat uses facial recognition to create a target image of my face. So now that it has something to track, it can project digital information onto my face. And that's the basics of augmented reality. Some of the earliest uses of augmented reality were the heads-up displays on fighter jets, allowing pilots to see important information projected in front of them on their windshields. This technology eventually made its way to automobiles and even your eyeglasses with Google Glass. There are many apps you can download right now that utilize augmented reality. Yelp, for instance, has a feature called Monocle that lets you see restaurant reviews and information around you. The Snapshot Showroom app uses augmented reality to show you how furniture will look in your room before you buy. And AR Zombies lets you shoot zombies around the office like you're Rick from The Walking Dead. One of the most impressive uses of AR for gaming came with the announcement of the Microsoft HoloLens. The HoloLens uses advanced sensors and hardware to scan your room and creates images based on your physical space. You can interact with these images and see them from different angles using the HoloLens headset. So, when real reality is not enough, and virtual reality is too much, augmented reality should be just right.
As you saw in the video, Snapchat is a popular form of augmented reality that's being used all over the world. Pokemon Go is another app you may have heard of. Let's see how Vespa is using AR as a marketing tool. Pretty cool, huh? So now you've seen lots of ways that companies are using augmented reality for games or for marketing. So how can we utilize augmented reality ourselves and in our classrooms? Erasma is a free augmented reality app that I'm going to be focusing on for the rest of this presentation. Just so you know, I'm not affiliated with Erasma or an expert at Erasma. I just have enjoyed using it with my students. So who can download Erasma? Erasma is a free app and it can be downloaded from the App Store or Google Play onto iPhones and iPads and Android phones and tablets. Before we begin, go ahead and download the Erasma app. Once you've downloaded the app, you're going to create a username and password, and then you're going to make sure that you're logged in. You may want to pause this while you do that so you can participate. Once you're logged in, you will see a screen similar to the one pictured here. There's going to be a little purple button at the bottom. If you do not see the dots, then click the purple button and it'll take you to this screen. So you want to see the little white dots and they're going to be moving on your screen, okay? Once you're there, then you'll be able to activate an aura, and I have some examples for you to try. So you're going to hold your phone up to the screen a distance away that you can see the image, the $20 bill, and your dots will be moving, and once they activate, you should see some really fun things going on with the $20 bill. Now let's try another one. If you hold your phone over this image, you should see your white dots moving. Once you activate the image, you should see a video of some hockey players. Now let's practice with a Star Wars poster. When you hold your phone over the image, you should see your white circles moving around on the screen. Once it's activated, you see a cool video of some neat things going on with the Star Wars ships and logo. Okay, now that we've seen some already created auras, how do we create an aura of our own? Let's watch a little video with a step-by-step guide.
After you open the app, you'll see a camera screen. Tap the Erasma logo at the bottom of the screen to go to the menu. Tap the icon of the person in the bottom right corner. Then select the second option in the top menu bar called My Auras. Tap the plus icon on the right to create a new aura and select Aura from the pop-up menu. Tap Device in the bottom right corner and then press the plus again. Then select either camera or photo album, depending on where you'd like your overlay to be from. Then choose whether you'd like a photo or a video. This is your overlay, which will show up over the top of your real-world image. Give it a name and tap Finish. If you're asked to create an aura with your overlay, fantastic, say yes. If not, simply select your overlay from the menu and tap Select. This will take you to a camera screen to photograph your trigger image. This is the image that your overlay will go on top of. Make sure that the slider at the bottom of the screen is in the green zone. This means the image will be easy to detect and the aura will work better. Once you are happy with your trigger image, rotate and resize your overlay to ensure that it fits well on your trigger, and then tap the arrow to proceed. Once again, name your image. Make sure that Public is selected and it's added to your channel. Then tap Finish. This will take you back to the camera screen, where you can test that your aura works. Hold the camera to your trigger image, and there you go. You've just augmented reality using Aurasma. Well done.
Okay, to recap, you're going to pick your content from the Aurasma library or your device. You're going to take a clear picture of your trigger. Remember, don't press the button until the bar goes green. And then also get your content into position and scale it. When you're ready, tap the arrow. You can find more step-by-step directions on the Aurasma website. If you follow the QR code link, you can access the Aurasma.com site, and they have lots of step-by-step directions as well as video tutorials that would help as you learn. We're now going to watch a couple of videos from other teachers that are using Aurasma in their classrooms or their schools. I encourage you to look online and research other ideas. There's lots of really innovative things going on using this app and other augmented reality apps. But let's start by watching these two videos.
Okay, so let me show you Aurasma. Now I've downloaded it off of iTunes. You can download this off of Google Play too. And you're going to notice it's going to pop up here in a minute. Hit this little A. And at the bottom you'll see a plus sign. So you hit the plus sign to get started. And you're going to notice it has a library of different items. So we have animations, we have images, and we have 3D images. So I'm going to do vocabulary words today, and you can take Aurasma and pretty much turn all kinds of things in your classroom alive. So I'm going to do vocabulary words. So I'm going to take playing. So I just take some regular paper, wrote playing down, and I'm going to pick my image. Here's Chirpy, and he's playing with a ball, and that's the image I'm going to use. So as he pops up, he's like, they're trying to find him. There he is. So, Chirpy, I'm going to pick him. And now that I have my image, it's like, okay, what card do you want to make come alive? What object? So you're going to notice something here. I've got my card, and I'm going to take a picture of playing. But there's a measurement, or not measurement, but a guide that says red, yellow, green. Red's not so good. Yellow is good and green is really good, which is tracking. You want it to track really well. You can see it's red to yellow, so that's not good. So I took the time to put a border, and I added points. And you're going to notice augmented reality for tracking loves points. And you can do this on a computer or just I did it by hand. But you notice how my tracking went up to green. So that's exactly what you want. And when you get it, just go ahead and hit the little picture of the camera. And now it's taking a picture. There's Chirpy. Now I can make him bigger. See? Get bigger. That's what I want. I'm going to hit that. Finish. I created a aura, and I've got to enter a name now. So, okay. So playing is the name of my vocabulary card. Okay, finish. And now I've got these cards on a table, and the kid wants to see what is playing. They'll just take and there's Chirpy. Now let's see if you can watch him playing. So it makes the card come alive. It's really cool. You can do this about almost anything in your classroom. So that's augmented reality with Aurasma.
And here's another one.
practical ways that you can use Erasma, and the beauty of this app is that it can meet you where you are technology-wise. Whether you're technology struggling or technology proficient, Erasma is definitely for you. So what Jill and I did was we established this bulletin board around Bloom's taxonomy. So starting with the lowest of Bloom's taxonomy, knowledge, we've got trigger images. And so you're going to need these images to trigger Erasma to bring up websites, videos, so on and so forth. So here's an example. We've got the trigger image of some young ladies in choir, and we overlaid an actual video of them singing on top of the picture. And so what you get is and you can double tap to bring the image to the front.
Imagine having 16 static images serve as your AP Economics review in May. This is one of 16 that should be recognizable. Each image brings an Educreations overlay that explains what you should do. And when you single tap it, it gives you more information and a question that you should be able to recognize as a review. Our math teachers want their static image to have the problem worked out for people who might not have access to technology, but the beauty of having a math problem come to life and worked out for students.
The first thing we need to do in order to
Great for parents and students.
We need to isolate our
And when you single tap, it gives you more practice of the same type at home. Pre-linguistic vocalization is academic terminology that my AP psychology students need to know. So when we go through pre-linguistic vocalization, the word actually comes to life with what an example of a pre-linguistic vocalization is. When you single tap it, we can further instruction for students to be able to evaluate what type of pre-linguistic vocalization that was an example of. School culture is important at Northwest High School. Students can take the Erasma app, can go over the green door sign for the counseling center, single tap it, and send an email through a Google Doc to sign up to see your counselor.
A concern of all educators is how do we advertise our exemplar work from students? How do we put our students' work in the hallway and make it meaningful? Here we have a standards-based bulletin board advertising student work on the 27 Amendments to the Constitution. One of the ways to make this come to life is to layer students talking about their own work and what they've learned from a project. So in this case, you can use Erasma to show students telling anybody in the hallway what it is that they learned about this particular project. Further, you can single tap the screen and it will take the viewer in the hallway to a Google Docs that then pulls the viewer into this formerly two-dimensional bulletin board, and it makes it that much more interactive.
Okay, well, I hope you got the basics of how to use augmented reality in your classrooms. I'd love to hear your ideas, so email me at elizabethwstewart@gmail.com.